Who is Dozier? Who the fuck is this nigga Dozier?
Man, who's Dozier? Who is Dozier? Who is Dozier?
Hey, yo, who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier? Who's Dozier?
Who is Dozier? Who is Dozier? Who is Dozier?
Yo, who is Dozier? Who is Dozier, bro?
Who is Dozier?
Hey, who is Dozier? Man, who the fuck is Dozier? Who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier? Who is Dozier?
Who is Dozier? Everybody knows Dozier. Oh, you don't know him? Well, you're missing out. Dozier is my number one son. He is the GOAT. The GOAT.
No, cause I'm the real though, cuz a real gangster nigga. Not necessarily the street way. It's a real stand-up nigga in all regards. Real light in the darkness.
Who is Dozier, huh?
Dozier is my Sunday morning.
Who is Dozier? Shit, I'm that one. The one who always beat the odds. The one who rose from nothing. That one who gonna conquer everything. The one who gonna put on for the legacy and keep it solid. Yeah, that's me, nigga. Just a vessel for the Most High. Dozier. Man, shit, it really ain't that much to it. It's actually my last name. Something that I take pride in, something that I stand on 100%, and something that I grew up going by. I never really went by my first name much at all, and it just stuck with me. So I looked at it like, what better name to choose to represent my art? You know, it's unique, it's authentic, represent my legacy, and it's just me. You know, it's d0zier. Threw the zero in there just to give it a little bit more, uniqueness. Make it stand out a little bit more, and keep it 100. It was already taken, so I had to be creative and figure out how I was gonna finesse that, because there wasn't no way I was using no other name. So yeah, man, that's where the zero come into play. Compton, California. I'm a real Hub City baby at heart. Born and raised, man, for 15 years of my life. So, man, that's where my pure love for the music began. It all started right there. 911, South Clymore. Since I could remember, man, I was beating on any and everything. Anything I can get my hands on, I was creating a beat with it. I mean, I was breaking pencils, breaking pens, causing nothing but straight ruckus around the house, man. I don't know if y'all remember them old wire hangers that you used to get from the cleaners. I used to have that little white thing on them. I used to take those off and get boogie with those, man. I wasn't letting nothing stop me, man. I pretty much forced my folks into buy me a drum set, and I drove their ass crazy, man. I mean, man, beating on shit every single day. It went from causing ruckus to pops walking in on me like bobbing his head like, yeah, yeah, you got something right there. And that translated to me playing for the church we attended, which is Greater Mount Zion in LA, man, and it was a wrap. Ever since then, I just love music. So man, fast forward in a couple of years down the road, I was about like 15 at the time. Moms and pops moved me and my little sister out to the Inland Empire, and that's where I really found my voice. You know what I mean, as an artist. And to be honest with you, I never wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a producer. I was into making beats and trying to figure out that role, but playing around with my sister, she used to sing or whatever, and yeah, just messing around with her, I discovered I had a little something. So I started honing in on that and trying to perfect that craft. But it was put on the back burner, due to me being heavily involved in football at the time. Um, but I was still flirting with it. I mean, I recall me having weights at like 5 in the morning when I was at New Mexico State, and me being on the computer on the garage band, like fully tapped in, like I'm getting paid to do this. Like homie would be waking up like, what are you doing, bro? Like, nigga, you gotta waste tomorrow. Like, you got waste in like 2 hours, bro. What you on? Like, why you up so late working on this shit? Like, you ain't getting nothing from it. I just love the music though. I just love doing it. Once I heard my voice for the first time and I started recording, I just fell in love with it. So I don't know, man. That passion for the music just never died. It was just always in me. So after I was done with football, man, I went back to my first love, man, and decided I'm gonna pursue this shit full time. So yeah, man, Compton and the Inland Empire for sure is a lot of good memories, man. A staple for sure, a staple for my creativity. It has everything to do with what you're hearing now and what's to come for sure. I decided to log back in full time with the music around like 2018. That's when I had just graduated. I was done playing ball and decided I'm gonna fall back to my first love, the music. So shit, I just saved up some dough and invested in everything that you see behind me. And I locked in for like the next 3 years straight. I didn't put out no music, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just was really dedicated to finding my sound. I wasn't in a rush because I feel like you only get one first impression, sometimes, and man, that first impression mean a whole lot. Nigga might not give you another opportunity, so I wanted to come correct. So man, I decided I'm gonna experiment until I find my sound. And yeah, it took me a cool minute, man, cause when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of low key, like trash, low key. Like, man, my sister would tell you she was like my hardest critic. No lie. Like if she was here, she'd tell you like, man, when I first showed her my shit, she was like, "Yeah, bro, you trying to be somebody else. That ain't you. That ain't you. You need to do some reflecting and go back to the drawing board and figure it out." But I know that ain't you right there, and it was the hardest thing because I care about her opinion because we was like that. So I don't know, it kind of hurt me a little bit, but I respected it because I know she was just gonna keep it 100 with me. She was, I ain't want me going out there embarrassing myself. So yeah, man, credit to my sister for sure for never let me show y'all what I was gonna come out with. Cause that shit was, man, looking back on it now, I laugh, but I'm like, damn, boy, I don't know. It was crazy. But Nah, I respected my sister, man. So it forced me to really get back in my bag and lock in and just really pull back them authentic layers and just let me come out instead of just trying to be like everybody else or sound like everybody else. Kind of like the shit that's going on nowadays. Like everybody is no kind of like nah, we'll get away from that. Yeah, so it just, allowed me the opportunity to really get in my bag and focus on, you know, creating something that was authentic. And once I did, she looked at me and smiled and was like, "Yeah, yeah, you ready now? You ready?" And I let my folks listen to it, and they was I don't know, the look on their faces, man, the expression, it was everything. It was everything. That's when I knew I was ready. Showed it to moms and pops, and they was like, "Yeah, boy, you for sure got something. Your voice is unique, and uh, man, bro, it was the best. I felt like at that moment I didn't need confirmation from nobody else, because I know they one was best for me. I know they gonna keep it 100. So it felt good, man. I knew I was ready. But yeah, it took me like 3 years, man, for me to develop my sound, and I was just all just trial and error. So it's like you can't be scared to dive into a new bag. You can't be scared to experiment, because you never know what you'll be missing out on. And yeah, it took me some time, but I finally found my sound, and man, shit, I'm looking to make history real soon. So stay tuned. If I had to compare my style of music, not the sound of it, but the style, I would say more along the lines of like Outkast. Um, just because they out of the box type of approach to the music. Pharrell because of more like the bounce, to the beats, and I would say probably like Marvin Gaye because all of the different layers and details and shit that you hear outside of the main vocal. Like aside from the main vocal, you want to hear some harmonies. You want to hear a lot of different layers. You want to hear a lot of different ad libs. And I feel like Marvin Gaye was for sure a master at that. Man, he put his shit together so smooth, and I don't know. I'm really a student when it comes to that, and yeah, man, he's one of my favorite artists. So definitely try to incorporate some of that to my music and you'll hear it. But yeah, man, if I had to compare my style, I would say along the lines of that right there. Sound wise, I don't know, man. Shit, maybe like I hear it all, man. I hear Anderson Paak, I hear Roddy Rich, I hear yeah, man. I hear a number of different comparisons, but I just feel like I'm me, man. I'm me. And the more you listen to my music, I feel like you'll develop that as well. You know what I'm saying? You'll understand like, okay, yeah, that's Dozier for sure. It's for sure a lot on the way. For those who are experiencing me for the first time, I got 2 EPs out right now. Uh, by the name of Facet and Facet the sequel. Um, those are very. If you want to get an understanding of who I am, go tap into those ASAP. Man, I definitely give you a piece of me, and it's just really just a taste of of what's to come, really. So I would just say stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of singles this year. Um, and I got some collaborations coming as well this year. Uh, Also, this is the 3rd year anniversary for Fashion and my first EP, and it really mean a whole lot to me, man. I put a whole lot into that project, and I want to bless the people with visuals, man. I haven't done any visuals for for that project, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. I got some big shit coming for y'all this summer, and what can I say, man? It's gonna be history in the making. So just stay tuned. A lot of new shit. When I think about my music, I think a whole lot. I feel that my music is unique. I feel it's inspiring. I feel it's a breath of fresh air. I feel that it's hella relatable. And most of all, I feel it's timeless. That's what I think about my sound. Timeless. Because it's going to always be able to uplift and carry somebody on when they feel like they can't go no more. And that's the shit that's going to matter at the end of the day. How much value your music really hold. And that's what I feel my music will hold for the people. Always. Always.